want to touch on Team USA today. So it's interesting. A lot of people have compared the 2024 Team USA Olympic roster. I'm talking about the men's basketball team to the 1992 Olympic Dream Team, the team that is probably the most iconic basketball team of all time, that was once led by Michael Jordan. Now you have the LeBron James of the world, the Steph Currys of the world, the Kevin Durant of the world, even guys like Devin Booker, Anthony Davis, Jason Tatum, Anthony Edwards on the team. It's a lot of really talented players that we're talking about right here, but I just want to zero in specifically this season on this specific 2024 Team USA roster, because it's been a kind of interesting ride for Team USA up to this point. Now, I will say, this is really where the competition is going to really, really step up. You have Serbia, that Team USA is playing. Nikola Jokic, obviously, probably the best player in the world right now in terms of basketball. I know people love LeBron James, and I love LeBron James, but LeBron James is 39 years old. Nikola Jokic just recently won an NBA championship, more recently than LeBron James. He's knocked off LeBron James in the playoffs a couple of times of recent, has won, 3 league MVPs up to this point in his career, a lot of them coming in recent years. LeBron, it's been a while since he's won league MVP. Jokic is an international player, so he's not an American basketball player, so he's the best player arguably in the world. You obviously have to include maybe someone like Giannis, Luka Doncic. Basketball has become a big-time global sport, I will say, but let's just focus on Team USA really quickly, because Team USA has kind of looked a little shaky compared to what a lot of people thought their expectations would be. They barely escaped a game versus South Sudan, barely escaped versus Germany. LeBron James has had to put on his Superman cape and really try to glue the pieces together for Team USA. And look, if you want to blame anyone, blame Steve Kerr. I think Steve Kerr is an excellent, all-time great basketball coach, one of the 5 greatest NBA basketball coaches of all time. I will 100%, no doubt about it, say that with a straight face, and I believe it. I think Steve Kerr, he's my favorite coach of all time, and I think that his resume speaks for itself. I think that he was arguably the biggest driving force to the Golden State Warriors dynasty even, because as great as Stephen Curry is Stephen Curry winning championships without an all-time great head coach? Let's not forget, people, even the great Michael Jordan, had Phil Jackson next to his side when he was winning championships. So when it comes to Team USA, a lot of this depends on Steve Kerr. They need to get it done because they're the favorites and you expect Team USA to win. But it seems like the biggest X factor for guaranteeing if Team USA is going to win the gold medal is the status of one Kevin Wayne Durant, arguably the best Olympic performer in Team USA basketball history. I know a lot of people look at Michael Jordan. Obviously, you have to look at LeBron James, as those are probably the 2 best players that have played for Team USA basketball. But in terms of just a resume, Kevin Durant's got 3 gold medals to his name. And if he wins a gold medal this year, he'll have 4 gold medals to his name. Even LeBron James can't say that. LeBron currently only has 2 gold medals to his name. And LeBron actually was a part of kind of a historic collapse at one point for Team USA. Now, LeBron was obviously younger, and you don't want to hold that too much against his basketball legacy. That's not something I'm going to really bring up too much in the GOAT conversation. But when it comes to Kevin Durant, who is in the conversation for greatest Olympic basketball performer of all time, one of the most talented basketball players the world has ever seen. We're talking about a 7-foot-tall guy that moves like a point guard. What does Kevin Durant not do well when it comes to the game of basketball? He's the ultimate hooper. It just seems like if Team USA wants to guarantee that they're going to win gold, Kevin Durant's got to be arguably the guy for them. Now, in terms of the hierarchy of the team, I think LeBron is probably the obvious leader. But it just seems like Kevin is the do-it-all basketball guy, the ultimate skill set guy, the plug-and-play guy that's going to take you over the top. The alpha on the court in terms of big-time shot making. As good as Stephen Curry is, Stephen Curry at times, hasn't looked like his best self. I don't know if it's, just Stephen Curry being in a shooting slump. Maybe he's getting a little bit older. Maybe defenses have keyed in on him. I mean, I don't know. Stephen Curry is just, I will say, Team USA kind of does go as far as some of their three-point shots at times, because when Steph is on from three, Team USA looks really, really good. But the thing is, Steph has been a little bit hot and cold. But it just seems like Kevin Durant makes everyone's basketball life easier. You can plug Kevin Durant on any basketball team that has ever existed, and that team is going to get better. Kevin Durant is the ultimate Swiss Army knife, tough shot maker, ultimate team player when it comes to the game of basketball. Because Kevin Durant, he's going to get you a quiet 30 points, sometimes on even 12 shots. And he's going to play defense. He's going to rebound. He's going to assist. Kevin Durant just wants to win, and he's the ultimate hooper. In this type of environment where there's not tacky NBA rules and you just have to go out there and execute and play hoops, it's no question that Durant is going to shine if he's 100% healthy. And that's the key. Is Durant healthy? Because if Kevin Durant's healthy, then I think that takes Team USA to another level. Look, the fact that we're having this conversation about Team USA, like, oh, do they need Kevin Durant to win the gold medal? Based on the talent that's on that team right now, it's a little disappointing because this team has somewhat been compared to the Dream Team. But, I mean, that's where we're at right now. This is the reality of the Team USA team. Some guys like Joel Embiid, who are really, really talented, have won a league MVP, by the way, hasn't really gelled with this team for some reason. Joel Embiid looks kind of lost out there at times. And I think Kevin will be able to help space the floor out and provide some much-needed shooting for Team USA. He'll be able to also rebound the basketball extremely well. And, I mean, Kevin Durant, he just makes your basketball life a lot easier. You don't have to really call plays for him. It's like, okay, just dump the basketball down in the post to Kevin Durant, get him in isolation situations, and he's going to score the basketball effortlessly. And if you put him around teammates like LeBron James, Stephen Curry, even guys like his teammate Devin Booker, in Phoenix, Jason Tatum, Bam Adebayo, even Derek White, who's a grinder type guy, the last kind of final puzzle to Team USA, Kevin Durant's going to thrive. And I think Kevin Durant is going to put on a show for Team USA if he's healthy and he's able to be out there for the team. Because Kevin Durant, for my money, he's the best Olympic performer for Team USA basketball that I've ever seen. You can argue Kobe Bryant is up there for what he did for Team USA in terms of leadership, and really gluing that team together. Kobe Bryant, I believe, is 36-0 in Olympic Games, which is pretty insane. Obviously you have to look at Michael Jordan, although Jordan, statistically, his numbers aren't really all that impressive, but just in terms of the highlights, the nostalgia, and what Jordan meant to that 1992 Dream Team. I mean, Jordan's got to be up there. LeBron's got to be up there. And even the guy like Carmelo Anthony, who's performed at a very, very high level. But Kevin Durant's broken all the scoring records, and he is one of the greatest Olympic performers ever. And I think that Kevin Durant really will just put a knife into the coffin and the chances of anyone out there that thinks they have a chance versus Team USA. Now, if Durant's not healthy and he's a little bit shaky, then it opens the door for a team to maybe upset Team USA because they're not at full strength. But I believe in Team USA. I don't think I would put Team USA over the Dream Team. In terms of talent, they match up. But just in terms of that team, compared to the team right now, that 1992 Dream Team versus the team right now, I mean, you have Michael Jordan at the peak of his prime. You had guys like Magic Johnson, Larry Bird. That team just dominated. And if you have Jordan on your team, the greatest, to me, athlete of all time, not just basketball player of all time, the greatest athlete of all time, it's a little unfair. I'm going to take Team Jordan every time, but that's how I feel. And I think Kevin Durant, I'm hoping and wishing that he'll be healthy. I think he's going to do a great job for Team USA if he's needed. He'll be the ultimate enforcer, ultimate mistake eraser. And yeah, I believe in Team USA, and Kevin Durant ultimately as well.